This episode is fondly dedicated to the memory of Nick James, who played Senator Havelock in Series 2 of Escape Velocity. A courageous and dedicated performer, Nick was taken from us far too soon, and we will miss him greatly.
What's that? Polly want a cracker? Polly want a cracker? Silly bird.
Incoming communication.
Hold on, coming.
Coming through. I'm Mr. Dustee. Give me your trash.
I'm shoo, you silly droid.
Give me your trash.
I don't have any trash for you.
In this month's most beautiful home, however, presenter Ian Shadwell described me as an essential companion.
Oh, whatever is the matter with you? Get away!
Dr Linsky.
Yes? What is it?
This is Vinvinge from Mercury Gow Shipping. We're due to deliver your weekly supplies from Game and Dock. I'm afraid we've had to push the delivery back.
Oh, what is the matter now?
The only pilot we have rated for your ring system has been diverted to a priority job.
I thought I was your priority job.
I'm sorry, our insurance doesn't allow unrated pilots to deliver to your residence.
So what am I supposed to do for food and filters?
We'll get a replacement service out to you in 2 standard days.
Oh, don't bother. I'll take my own shuttle out. And you can expect that I will start looking for a new service. Now, where are we with the plants? Yes, the dahlias. Outright the sons of terror, the thundering day. Ow! House!
What is the matter, Dr. Linsky?
The display case just closed on my fingers. What is the matter with your autonomic sensors?
I will address the matter.
I'm Mr. Dustee.
Ow! Watch where you're going. You banged right into me.
Give me your trash.
No! Get away!
Give me your trash.
Stop!
Time for dinner.
What's the matter with you all?
What shall we eat?
What?
Preparing meal. Deploying knife.
Wait! No!
Setting blades to meat mode. Slicing.
No! Wait!
Give me your trash.
I didn't tell her anything. I didn't tell her anything.
Give me your trash. Give me your trash. Give me your trash.
Amid the stars in the sky, humanity expands and thrives as it pushes back the boundaries of the universe. From the luxury of the core systems to the harsh worlds of the frontier, men still fight. Some fight for survival or greed. Some fight for a flag and others for retribution. But across the lonely darkness, they all share one aim: to be elite.
Escape Velocity, an Elite Dangerous audio adventure serial written and produced by Christopher Jarvis. Series 3, Episode 2, Mod Cons.
I don't know if I can explain it. Once upon a time you learned that apples were food, and you don't have to work out what makes your arm muscles move. When you move your hand to pick up an apple, you don't stop to think about what an apple is. You just extend your arm and take the fruit.
I don't see what this has to do with Kurlik.
What I can do, it isn't magic or mind reading. I see your clothes, your hair, the way you handle yourself in 0G. Tells me everything about you. Your job, your attitude, your fighting ability, your background. And that's before you even speak.
Show me something.
It's not a party trick.
When we're running together as a crew, I need to know every skill of every person on board. It's a tough universe. You never know when something will make the difference.
Then you're in luck. I can feel a demonstration coming.
What the hell is this system we're jumping to?
It's a lead.
The hell it is! It's nothing to do with my case, and I've made it very clear that we need to return to federal security ASAP.
Relax, it's on the way.
It is not. And even if it were, I haven't authorized a stop. My instructions are to bring you both in.
Thane is the commander. It's his call.
Thane is a criminal, a fugitive, and as far as the corporations are concerned, an escaped slave. His status in free systems is dependent on his cooperation with me.
Right. What if you could bring your handler a second big arrest?
What?
You've been underestimated for a long time. They stuck you out on the frontier in deep cover, a gamble to flush out Colmac Reed. If you didn't succeed, at least you were out of the way. But now you're coming back. What if you landed a second, bigger fish?
Bigger fish?
You're about to fly past evidence of a half-century conspiracy of illegal weapons research. Don't you think it would impress your Director of Federal Security if you found it?
It would impress.
Best go and check on navigation.
Better check navigation.
That wasn't funny.
You wanted a demonstration.
But it's not just insight. You had her under some kind of control.
There's a level of mesmeric influence, but you'd be surprised how receptive people are when they're told what they want to hear.
Try it on me.
No.
Come on. At least tell me what you see.
I see how much you care about me.
Well, I feel responsible for you. A kid like you shouldn't be running around on a ship like this in the first place.
It's more than that. And it's sweet. But I really don't need a father.
No, way off the mark. I don't need a daughter.
And your family. Andrew was the last person you had. Now she's dead. I'm all you have left.
Stop!
Sorry. I didn't want to use the power on you. I never have. I didn't even ask for it. It was the family. They came for me and finished my training. And Kurlek sold me out to them.
So you marooned him?
He didn't mean to hurt me. I think he was scared. Weak. Stupid. None of our lives were worth taking a risk for. Not for him.
You dumped him on a planet. Isn't that worse?
He's no spacer. He'll be fine on a planet. But once you see people the way I see them, you see all their strengths, all their flaws. If you know enough about expected future events, you can even predict their behavior. Kurlek would have caused both of our deaths. Eventually.
So that's that?
He made a deal in exchange for me. Let's hope it was worth it.
Prisoner will stand. Prisoner will confirm name.
Anders Kurlek.
Anders Kurlek. Identity confirmed. You have been sentenced to a Rockforth Corporation private restitution facility.
What about my trial?
Your trial has been conducted, and you have been found guilty.
I don't remember that.
Your presence was not required. The evidence was presented and challenged by Rockforth Corporation evidence assessment units, and the level of your guilt was measured.
Machines? Machines considered my evidence?
The evidence assessment units use adjudication algorithms to balance evidence for and against.
Wait. What about Dallas? Dallas was supposed to be making me a deal in exchange for a pardon.
Scanning. There is no record of mitigating evidence in the system.
I should have known.
The length of your sentence is indefinite. You will provide labor and skills to the Rockforth Corporation until such time as the financial damage you have inflicted against the corporation and its members have been repaid. This is a fair sentence.
Fair? What do machines know about fair? Do these machines know about the colonies Rockforth keep in artificial poverty? Children born deformed, but for the cost of a few measly drugs.
The Evidence Assessment Units avoid unmeasurable and emotionally driven items of evidence. Considered evidence included your breaches of technology patent and your legal transgressions in Rockforth control systems. Prison Transport B26354 is loading for departure. Sentence to begin immediately.
Wait! Can I just say something in my defense?
Prisoner processed. Returning to low power mode.
This isn't May's coordinates. What are we doing here?
Refueling, mostly. I'm going to sell the stuff we picked up at Bedaho. Meat's not a big payday, but the gold taint is rare and it should cover the refuel cost.
Why don't we just scoop fuel?
Unnecessary risk. Remember what happened last time?
I remember that I handled it. I don't see why we waste our time with these places.
Get used to it. Jumping station to station, buying and selling. This is the life I'm trying to get back to. Once Sarque lets me off the leash.
We'll see. There's got to be more excitement out there.
Wow, she's arrogant.
She's going through a lot. She used to be different.
There's something about her. I'm sure I was trying to...
So, what about FedSec? Or don't you have some kind of budget we can use to bring us in? This trip will go a lot quicker if we can fly empty and keep the raiders bored.
What kind of budget?
I thought you super spies had a lockbox in every station. Papers, credits and guns stashed in a locker.
No. The universe is a big place. That's a lot of boxes. Even considering that, Beta Pictoris is nowhere. Remember, I was in deep cover. That means no guns, no papers.
Great.
Tell you what though, get those meat crates unloaded and I'll treat you to a burger.
Cheers.
Computer, repeat scan for stored target.
Craft designated escape velocity. Currently landed at Game and Dock.
Caught up with you at last, my guiding light.
Requesting docking clearance.
Cancel. This port is too busy. I'll wait for them to leave and tail them. I wish to share my... Why do I keep saying that? Why do you make me feel like this, Thane? I'm sure I've met you. You're a nobody. I never felt the pull. Now, you're all I can think about. I will share my darkness with you. I will share my darkness. I will share my darkness. I will share my
I don't like this system. White stars make everything so cold, like all the colour's gone from the world. I think this is a mistake.
Look, what's the problem? It's hardly out of the way, and as May says, this Dr Linsky might have some useful evidence.
If it's so important, why can't I find anything on his work?
May thinks the evidence might have been deleted.
Oh, great, one of those. The great conspiracy theories of our time. Look, I have top security privileges. Not even top. I have crazy security privileges. When I travel, I have to use a fake ID just because the Emperor and the President, frankly, would personally shake me up and down for all the information that might fall out. And I'm telling you, if there's no data on this guy having worked for Federation Research, then he's never worked for Federation Research.
It's important to May, so it's important to me. And she's usually pretty spot on with her hunches.
Do you trust her?
Someone asked me that before, not very long ago. He ended up selling May out. What are you trying to say?
Looks like we're coming up on the rings. Can you handle the approach, or do you want me to fly?
Pretty sure I can handle my own ship, thanks. What am I looking for?
Dr Linsky's home. The coordinates I have indicate it's somewhere within the rings.
What kind of an idiot builds their home inside rings?
Usually someone who wants to lead a very quiet life and has enough resources to pay for countermeasures.
Wait, what? What kind of countermeasures?
The kind strong enough to stop stray rocks falling through your roof. Rings can be unpredictable, and we should be careful. FIS profiling has ring dwellers down as retired crime bosses or assassins for hire. People that appreciate their solitude and don't take kindly to visits.
She's right. We'd best go prepared.
Where'd you get that?
On Game and Dock? I figured we'd need protection. What's the problem? You carry a gun. You think I can't handle it?
I don't doubt it. But where did you get the credits? That's a pretty good model. Expensive.
Oh, I convinced the store to make me a promotional gift. They'd be happy to see their gun on the glossy pages of the magazines. It's one of the trials of being a major hollow celeb.
What? You're famous? Oh, this is all we need.
She's not famous.
No, but they came to think I am. People are so gullible.
May, you can't just do things like that.
Why not? Come on, it's not as though our trips are strictly legal.
People will notice. You'll draw attention.
Attention I can handle. You're always saying every member of the crew should bring something to the ship. Well, I just increased our firepower.
It's just... It isn't like you.
How do you know what's like me and what isn't? How are you supposed to know if even I can't figure it out? Forget it.
May!
And I thought my family was bad.
Can you go make sure she's strapped in? We're coming up to the rings and I need to fly us through. Could get bumpy.
Sure. But I think you answered my question.
meters.
I still don't see anything. Sarque?
Nothing on the scope. Bad coordinates, maybe? A false trail?
No, this is the place.
Hang on. What's that?
Got it. There's a comms array. On a tether from one of the big rocks.
Looks like it. Completely dead, though. No power.
I'll check out the rock. Now that is a house. A dome encloses the entire crater.
Space? Are those trees?
Looks like a garden. He's practically terraformed the inside of the asteroid.
Enough for oxygen?
Hard to say from out here.
A couple of his books are about boosting crop yield in colonies in low G.
I'd say he took his work home with him.
I hope so.
No lights on anywhere. We'll have to land with the beams.
Incoming!
I thought it was dead.
Countermeasures. On a separate circuit.
Probably designed to keep rocks away.
Scanning projectile. Nothing. No circuits, no guidance. That is one dumb rocket.
Missed us. Keep going.
Yeah, sure.
This is bad. I've got 4 objects on scope. Wait, they're all gonna miss. Stay on this heading.
Okay. If you think it's... Ah! What was that?
Scanning. Thane, on the cockpit. It's some kind of mesh.
Our vector's drifting. We're being pulled away.
Pace, it's a dragnet. It thinks we're a meteoroid and it's using rockets to push us away from the dome.
I'm powering down.
Wait!
The countermeasures have stopped.
So?
So, it looks like we're landing outside the crater and walking in.
Who's going?
We all go.
We've only got 2 EVA suits.
What kind of idiot only has 2 suits?
Hey, for a ship designed for 1, 2 is pretty good.
Sarque and I will go. Isn't that right?
What? No.
I have to go. I need to talk to Dr Linsky. If he's here. Sarque needs to bring her knowledge of federal research documents. See if anything looks familiar. Someone needs to keep an eye on the ship. It's only logical.
I don't like you going off on your own.
I won't be on my own. Isn't that right, Sarque?
Sure.
With all her training, I'm sure she can protect me. I'll suit up.
And who's going to protect me?
What's so important in these rings? I wish to... No! Stop! I must focus. Focus on Thane. Alpha 39. My Alpha. My guiding light. Computer. Scan rings for Merlin Fighter.
Unable to comply. Interference level at 76%.
Low engine signals.
No energy signatures detected.
Nothing at all? Then what's here? You'll have to move sometime, 39. Just spark up your engines for me. A light to guide the way. A light for me to illuminate my darkness. I wish to share my darkness. I wish to share my darkness.
Should I ask why May's suit says property of Duval Terminal on the back?
I wouldn't.
What someone really needs to invent is a truck you can carry on your ship for these kind of landings.
What for?
Well, you know, instead of landing miles from anywhere and having to walk to an airlock, you could just drive in.
It's less than 1,000 meters.
I know. It's just hard going in this suit.
Where would you put it?
I don't know. Cargo bay?
Then where would May sleep?
Yeah.
I'd be pretty strapped for cargo space as it is. Some kind of buggy would be an expensive prop for only occasional use.
Okay, not the cargo bay then. Under the cockpit? You're sitting on a lot of ship. Can't all be important.
Maybe you should patent that.
Yeah. Remind me when we get to the core.
Shh. Hold back. We're coming up on the service entry. Looks like an airlock cut right through the rock into the side of the crater.
Anything?
Nothing. No security trips, no droids. Looks like the monitor camera is powered off.
No one's home.
Maybe. May, what are you doing?
There's a terminal. I can hack the airlock door. Cycle it locally. We won't find anything out here.
Be careful.
There's air here. I don't know if the oxygen is on a protected circuit or whether the doctor's plantation is providing it all. It's cold though. We'd best keep these suits on.
Do that, in case you have to leave in a hurry.
From what? There's no one here.
Saying Sarque lifting you.
The rock walls are too thick. Thane, we're going to lose communication. Hold tight. We'll check back in 20 minutes.
May, be careful. Getting radar static.
Use your suit lights.
Well, what do you want to do?
You don't trust me, do you, Sarque?
What's to trust? I don't know you.
It's more than that. You look at me like you don't ever want to turn your back.
I just don't understand you. The petulant teenager bit, I get that plenty. Seen it all. But not many teenagers handle themselves the way you do. Or other people. That airlock took you less than 10 seconds to open.
I've seen that model before.
Right. Like you signed into the Bedaho Hospital under false records. I suppose you've seen their security system before too.
I told Thane we'd check back in 20. We should split up. I'll check the upper decks for the doctor. You check around down here. Maybe the systems are down for repair and he's in the maintenance level.
Do you really believe that?
There's no point believing anything until you have something in front of you. We'll meet back at the airlock in 15 minutes to radio into Thane. Dr. Linsky? Dr. Linsky, forgive me. I really need to see you and talk to you. I'm in the main living cell. Lights are out. No sign of life.
I'm trying to find the maintenance bay. Jeez, this guy kept a lot of junk.
He was a sentimentalist. There's a lot of framed pictures up here. If we're lucky, he kept something important.
If we don't get better
buried under it first.
3199, seeing in the new year with Sabis and Co, Beta Hydri. A fine view of the top of the world Lauren family, Hoopy's Bar, 3178. This one. That's my father, standing with Dr Linsky and a group of researchers. Dreaming of a bigger tomorrow, the team that writes dreams, Echidna, 3196. My father. Oh! Now that's a lot of blood.
Come on, damn it! Oh, open!
Sarque, come in.
Yeah?
I found Dr Linsky.
Great, where is he?
All over the room from what I can tell.
He's dead.
I've never seen anyone alive in that many pieces. There aren't many big chunks. It's like he's been diced.
Witching hell. What happened?
The cuts are razor sharp, but there's no sign of any machinery.
I think I found the utility pod. Trying to get access now.
Be careful. I'm going to search for hard copies.
Okay. Keep an eye on the clock. Okay. If I can just... Got it! Looks like a pretty standard maintenance core. Emergency lighting, water regulator... Power! May, I found the power circuit.
Don't turn the main power back on.
I'm not a rookie. Although if this house is trapped, I don't see anything.
Can you get the data network back up for me? The doctor had a terminal in his desk. I want to know what was on it.
Oh, sure. Try this one.
Computer network restarted. Initializing house protocol. Recharging service robots.
Got it. The computers are coming online. Let's see what you've got, Doctor.
Anything?
I knew it. He kept a copy of his own book.
Great. Can you transfer it to the ship?
No. Something's taken out the wireless network. I can't see anything. Not even RIG.
Is there any research data on there?
Not recently, but there's a bunch of archives going back years. Sealed, but I can probably get in.
Take your time.
Computer search. May Havelock.
May Havelock was born in 3185 on Topaz, Fasis. The younger child of Imperial Senator Tobias Havelock and renowned business leader Absalom Havelock. She deferred a military career to work for the Echidna Corporation. Her tenure terminated with her death in 3216, aged 30 years.
I'm dead. Is there a picture? It's me, but older. She looks happy. Younger child. Computer, show records for May Havelock's family.
Accessing. Found. Havelock, Senator Tobias J. Found. Havelock, Director Absalom. Found. Havelock, Baron Bryant R.
Dallas. My brother was Dallas.
Charging complete. Deploying domestic service.
I'm Mr. Dustee. Give me your trash.
Accessing menu roster. Accessing override patch. Codename Echidna. Slicing mode enabled.
Echidna, it's here.
Accessing archive 3215.5.7.01.
We may have to move the lab again. There have been rumors of a federal inspection of the Echidna facility. Director Havelock is talking about a mobile solution, a ship or a station. Oh, she may be right. This is the third move in as many years. The Federation frustrates me. The ones who want to close us down and the ones who want to buy our technology almost certainly report to the same committee. I tire of humanity's laws, their squeamishness and their hypocrisy. But if that is the price of breaking ground in this science, then so be it.
Accessing archive 3215.5.4.01.
The new batch continue to exceed all expectations. The Walden process represents a quantum leap in our ability to create stable clones. The addition of memory therapy has alleviated many of the droned characteristics of previous batches, but names are important. Of course, we allocate them numbers, but many give names to themselves. From books they've read, hollows they've seen, pictures. More disturbing is when a clone selects the name belonging to their genetic progenitor. This is not part of the memory therapy. Whence this knowledge comes, I cannot say. The Havelocks find it most disturbing, but I have convinced them to stop liquidating these specimens. For now.
May, come in. I think I've got movement.
Hang on. These archives are everything I've been looking for.
Can we take it?
You'll have to pull the cores from the server room, but just give me a minute. I don't want to risk losing this. There must be something later. There must be.
Accessing archive 3220.3.23.01.
These new modifications are unconscionable. These children we are training are not expendable. To fill them with biotoxins and turn them into genetically triggered bombs is an outrage. They are individuals with memory and intelligence and skills. They have so much knowledge. There are times when I feel they are better than us. Maybe some of them think it too. Perhaps it's time for me to retire. I've spent too long on this station. Too long away from trees and lakes and things that grow. I'm getting old. Maybe I'm done here. Going forward, I expect I will be...
Record terminated unexpectedly. Data deleted.
No! Cancel deletion.
Deletion not a house function. External deletion triggered.
I've got to stop this.
May, the server cage just lit up. What's happening?
The files are being stripped. Pull them.
What?
Rip the data cores out. There's some kind of foreign code in the house's systems. We've got to pull the storage before the worm deletes everything. Sarque, what's happening?
It's the house robot! They killed Dr Linsky! They've gone crazy!
Sarque?
Oh, another one down. Come on. Yeah. Okay, next one. One more. Come on.
Time for dinner.
That sounds big. Oh, witching hell!
Time for dinner. Preparing meat.
May I do company?
Slicing.
Space, what is that thing made of?
Thank you for your inquiry. My food preparation attachments are made from the finest toughened platyrhinium for prolonged cooking life and food hygiene.
I am not gonna be diced by dinnerware! Oh, space! May!
Get down!
Damage detected.
Did you get them?
I'm fine, by the way.
I could see that. Did you get them?
Yes, they're here.
Let's go then, come on!
You okay?
I think so.
Sarque?
Still in one piece.
Let's get moving.
New radar contact.
What's that?
I don't know. Security? Police?
No. Interplanetary shuttle. Coming in fast. Way too fast. Look out!
Whoa! What the hell are they doing?
Trying to kill us?
They're coming round again. Brace yourselves.
Space, that was close.
The pilot?
What about him?
Well, it looked like a Mr. Dustee.
Proximity alert.
I'm Mr. Dustee. Give me your trash.
Reconfiguring ramming vector.
Give me your trash.
One of the robots from the house. It'll kill us.
Not if I have anything to do with it.
Watch out for the rocks.
What do you think I'm looking out for?
Stop dancing around and shoot it.
I can't just turn and fire. It's calculating collision vectors. If I can't destroy it, it'll fly right into us.
But it's a tiny ship.
Yeah, and hard to hit. Still big enough to make a mess of us. Getting a lock.
It's not working.
Firing.
It's still coming.
Brace for impact.
Give me your trash. Give me your trash.
New radar contact.
I'm Mr. Dustee.
What was that?
New radar contact. Took out the shuttle. Saved us. They're coming about. Looks like they're stopping.
Hail them.
Sure, give me a sec.
Thane.
It'll be fine. Target Croft, come in. Target Croft?
No response.
Target Croft, this is the escape velocity. We wanted to thank you for that save. Are you okay?
It's Dallas.
Dallas. What are you doing here?
I've come to share my darkness.
In episode 2 of Escape Velocity, Christopher Jarvis played Thane, Amy Timms May, Liam McCauley Dallas, and Janet Westwood-Wilson played Sarque. Andy Secombe was Dr Linsky, Dean Sheridan the cooking droid, James Trott the Courier, and Verity Croft was the computer. Mr. Dustee was played by himself. Escape Velocity was written and produced by Christopher Jarvis with music by Alan Stroud, and is a Radio Theatre Workshop production. Elite Dangerous is copyright Frontier Developments. For more information and full credits, please visit escapevelocity.laveradio.com.